Migration of minority community in Afghanistan, out of Afghanistan. So, post independence in India, 1947, when we see the post independence in India. So, that scenario, it became kind of darkness in the Indian subcontinent. So, India is not a single country what we see now. India is a country of subcontinent, Indian subcontinent. It is a set of countries and where we call it Bharatvarsh or Aryavarsh. Means there is an umbrella inside that there are many countries that comes into the picture and they are tightly coupled with each other as far as reason and their internal culture is concerned, irrespective of the religion. So that is the concept of Indian subcontinent. So effect of 1947 independence, where Indian National Congress they take control of the country, then they started putting boundary across the India. So India became aloof. India became completely segregated. India became completely separated from the Indian subcontinent. Indians were forced to kind of get united with the Europe or United States. So that is the means white race people. So that is the thing that everyone saw post 1947. So India's association with its neighborhood or Indian subcontinent country, it came to almost zero, no trade, nothing. Okay, I mean I can say like means there is a Baluchistan province that is near to Sindh. If we cross Gujarat, then Sindh, then Baluchistan. So Baluchistan is only Baluchistan region is kind of top 10 dates, dates, top 10 dates, khajur, top 10 dates exporter in the world. So that much is the dates is a kind of cultivation happen. Panjgur, I believe Panjgur. Panjgur is the region in Balochistan where date cultivation is very high. Quality of date is as per the quality of date we see in Iran. Okay. Now just think that the dates that is produced in Balochistan, how much is the if it is as good as the current India. Anyway, Balochistan comes in Indian subcontinent only. But if you see the distance, only Sindh comes into the picture. Otherwise, the dates that is cultivated in Balochistan, it will first of all it will go to many times if export happens to India because their export will grow like anything. Because Indian market, India is purchasing dates from Saudi Arabia maximum, the Arabia Peninsula and North Africa, Sahara Desert. From there, dates comes and it is sold up to 1000 rupees per kg in India. Okay, same dates. If it is Baluchistan dates come to India, that high quality dates maximum it will be 150 or 200 rupees per kg because their production will also it will kind of it will go to up to 2 3 4 5 times because they are getting market now that is very near. So purchasing dates from Balochistan and promoting the farmers rather than we promote farmers, those are far far away from us. Then from ship we get it, and from land here only we miss. It's a kind of dark year for the India that is going on. But what are the other effects? Afghanistan. The minority community of Afghanistan are Hindu and Sikh. Sikh and Hindu or Sikh. Okay, so there is Asmai temple in Kabul, very famous temple, Asmai temple. Anyone should visit Asmai temple in the Kabul, very old temple, Asmai temple. Okay, or then Sherawali temple. If you go uphill from the Asmai temple mountain, you will get Sherawali temple also. So there is a water stream. It is called stream of milk also. Joy Shir, that is a Pashtun name, Joy Shir. That is milk of stream of milk that is coming from Sherawal. So the people they kind of they have song and everything. It's in their culture, Joy Shir. So in Muslim culture also, Joy Shir. So that's from the comes from the fountain that passes or that starts from origins from the Sherawali temple or Asmai temple down the line. So it is these are the famous places in Kabul. Okay, so the minority community, that is Hindu or Sikh, they constituted 7 lakh point 7 million, 7 lakh population in 1970. Okay, at that time the population of Afghanistan was around 1 crore, that is 10 million. So it constitutes 7% of the Afghanistan population in 1970 were Hindu or Sikh. Just think that 1947, from there it started coming down, and in 23 years after, still it was 7%. So it is believed that it would be more than 10% in 1947. The indigenous, aboriginal or local Mukami Hindu population or Sikh population in Afghanistan. Okay, but Indian government had nothing to do with them, the way they had nothing to do with the Hindu living in Pakistan. 10 to 15 lakhs, 1 million people died during moving here and there in confusion what to do when Indian government they start fencing the border. Border concept was never there in the history. You check at the time of King Ashoka or at the time of Mughal period or at the time of King Shivaji or whoever came into the picture. Border concept was never there. Any merchant, any person can go anywhere. Okay, so earth is for everyone. But this Indian National Congress, they started a culture that was heinous, hatred, means anyone would hate this culture. That they started kind of people moving from here and there. People cannot go to next village because they put the border. They were forced to go to Switzerland, those places to enjoy holiday, and whatever you have earned, just give it to them. Whatever you have earned, just give it to them. Either in form of this, they they scrapped the Indian agriculture fundamentals and they pushed petroleum based everything, agriculture to cooking to everywhere, petroleum based, and in medicine, no Ayurveda, no Unani, everything allopathic based. So that they will be in complete control to sell the items to the people. People would buy whatever the Indian National Congress wants, and they were importing from outside and they were making it two, three, four, 10 times medicine or whatever, and they were giving it to the people. Okay, taking Ayurvedic medicine was a crime. It looks like. Okay, cooking through the traditional way is a crime. You have to cook through LPG only, and then keeping a ox or horse on a road, if you kind of use as a commutation, it is stopped. You have to use petroleum based, everything petroleum and allopathic based. So that, and they earn a lot and place those money in the European and United and American banks. That is their concept. They are rich. They are not rich. They are not riches. They are beyond that. Anyway, now the Hindu population in Afghanistan past 1947, when connection with their homeland, I would say motherland, that is India, they got distorted. Then they started, it's a like person with no oxygen. So they started slowly migrating from the Afghanistan. It started from the 1947 itself. And till 1970, they were around 7 lakhs. Then the Afghan war started. So 1973, Daud Khan became the kind of power, came in power in the Afghan. Otherwise, it was Barakjai, I believe. So Barakjai is the kind of Barkat Jai or Barak Jai. There is some kingdom that was in Afghanistan till 1837 only, till 1973. Prior to that, Durrani Empire was there. So these are monarchy, kingship. Till then, life was even better. But when Daud Khan came to the Afghanistan, then it has started. Afghanistan came to kind of political turmoil, instability, and people started moving in more pace, in more pace. Indian government anyway they placed border because there was a this rule and that rule and so many rules. Then they started moving to other countries, particularly Germany and United States, other European countries. Germany has some relaxed rule for the refugees or settlers. So maximum they settled in the Germany, like places in urban population, like places like Hamburger, Hamburg, and then Frankfurt, and then kind of Kolin. So these are the town where kind of I believe Essen or something like that. So these are the places where they settled. Means it is a such thing that if someone is pushed out of the home, what would be their situation? And this happened in that fashion only. And then the migration continued in 1992 till 1992. Still there were 2,20,000 people, Hindu or Sikh. Around zero point 0.2 million people were there. From zero point 0.7 million to zero point 0.2 million, 7 lakh to 2,20,000 people were still there in 1992. So in 1973, Daud Khan came, and then 1978, then communist government came with the support of Russia. Russia pushed army inside Afghanistan to support the communist government there, and then the home struggle to push away the Russian kind of dominance in Afghanistan, Mujahideen came into the picture. People who considered themselves as highly religious and son of their soil. So they came into the picture and they started fighting. One of their sector, Mujahideen, is Taliban. They are Mujahideen only. So in 1992, by 1992, Russia, it was USSR. Now it came to Russia and it became in many parts. So the north of the Afghanistan is no more USSR. North of the Afghanistan is kind of Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan. So these came as north part of the Afghanistan. So the kind of control of USSR or Russia weakened after their around 1990 when they kind of completely they become so many countries. So after division of the Russia, control decreased, lessened. So in 1992, Mujahideen they started taking control over the Afghanistan. And by 1996, Taliban took full control. Maulana Umar, he took the full control of the Afghanistan. So situation deteriorated as far as Hindus are concerned. So by 1996, no Hindu lived in the Afghanistan. I think merely some 100, 200 would be there in Kabul. Otherwise, there is no one. So full 7 lakh population, zero point 0.7 million population, they vanished from Afghanistan only because of the indifferent approach from the India. I would say important approach from the India. India has Indian National Congress home rule democratic system. They have nothing to do with any neighboring country. All neighboring country, India, they have red relationship. Red light means there is nothing. Okay, India has keeps good relationship with the European country and nothing. So there is no trade absolutely. As I say, that grapes in Kandahar is very high quality or topmost quality in the world called Sundar Khan, I believe. Sundar Ghani grapes. So those grapes, its name is also Indian name only Sundar Ghani grapes in Kandahar. So those grapes are best in the world, and their kismis, the dry grapes or resin, they are sold 200 rupees per kg in Afghan market. Similar price would come to India, but here it is 1000 rupees per kg. Now Hindu population they also vanished. Taliban rule came, and the impact of Taliban means if something happens to some community, that's why I say Quran teaching or any teaching is never teach that you convert to any religion. So if you see the base of Quran, it never say that you hate others or you kind of convert. If you convert your mentality, means wherever you live, live together. So that is the concept of any religion. So if Hindu people and Sikh people they left Afghanistan, then other people, the local Muslim people, they have started also feeling not kind of living there. Within last 20-24 years, many Afghan Muslims they are settled around 25 to 30,000 Afghan Muslims they are settled only in Delhi in last 20-24 years. They come from which side I don't know, from Nepal or wherever, that is not known. But social media, through social media, nothing is hidden. Anyone can see the Afghan new settlement in at least in Delhi city. There would be other part of the India. So Hindu, they left Afghanistan. Now Muslims also they left. They are leaving Afghanistan. If you take the microphone to them saying that why you left Afghanistan, you are a Muslim, then they say we cannot live in Taliban regime. So situation is same for everyone. So this is because the important nature of Indian National Congress. They took over India. They killed India. They did not take over the India. They killed India. Okay, now when Taliban went in 2001 and Karzai government came, then there still a hope came because America, United States came into the picture, and lot of Hindu they came back to Afghanistan, Khost, Jalalabad. These are the region that is east to Kabul, and there the maximum resettlement happened in Jalalabad and Khost. Thousands of people they came back and Khost and Jalalabad. But after 1 year or 2 years, situation same happened. Now they claimed that Mujahideen they started taking control of the government, but that is not true. But you don't have oxygen. Means the actual strength of Indian subcontinent is association with the India. If Indian subcontinent country like Iran or Afghanistan or Pakistan or Kashi or Tibet or Burma or Thailand or Bhutan or Nepal or Sri Lanka or Maldives, Indonesia to Philippines, if they are not in touch, if they are not in trade with India, then they are weak. India is anyway they are weak without its organs, but organs are completely dead without the life or without the oxygen. So all are in pathetic situation. Now Hindu again fled the Afghanistan, even in Karzai government also. Now there is no Hindu there. If you find someone in Kabul, then it is your greatness, your luck. Otherwise, nothing. 7 lakhs reduced to zero. This is the situation. Now, as usual, now there was a kind of now the people who are living in Delhi from Afghanistan and all are Muslim. I won't say Hindu, all are Muslim. Around 20 to 25,000 people. They are living only in Delhi and they came in last 20 to 25 years only. They are very new. Okay, they are living in Delhi and no one has any document. This was 50, 60 years, they were also Hindustani. There was a term called Hindustani in the Mughal period. And till 50, 60 years back, they were also Hindustani. Okay, so their parents or ancestors they don't know there is something called kind of Pakistan or Afghanistan. These are the new names. Otherwise, they were knowing that they are the citizen of Hindustan. So either they are Muslim or whatever. They are living in Kabul or they are living in kind of Tora Bora mountain or Kunduz, wherever or they are living in Delhi. For them, it is same, right? Means if some in any Afghan who is living in Kunduz and he is living in Delhi, for him it is same. He is living in Hindustan because the people what they see on the road everywhere they look similar. Their culture is similar. No, they don't have any document. What document they will carry? You carry document only in the foreign countries, right? Because you feel people are different. You don't know their language. You don't know the culture. All Afghan people who are living in Delhi, they talk in Hindi. If you talk to them, you will not find they are foreigners. They will speak from their mouth that we are from Jalalabad, we are from Kunduz, or we are from Kandahar. Then only you know that they are means they are not from India. I won't say they are foreigners, but they are not from India. Otherwise, they look exactly same. The way Indian people talk, they talk like that one. So for them, there is no difference. But the plight on them started here also. Means now the Indian government they started running behind them to show the document. Now they are running behind the embassies like Australia or Canada, where going there is easy, settlement is easy. Now there is a crowd in front of Australian consulate in Delhi and consulate of Canada and those countries so that they give some document or something like that and so that they can go to the country. Just see the condition of people in Indian subcontinent now. The Afghan people who settled in Karachi and those places, from there they are pushed up. There also from the India, Delhi also. So they are being pushed up. I don't know where they will go. Now Hindu population that is living in Germany, so there Merkel, that is the chancellor of the Germany, 2005 she came, and she also started becoming hard on the Indian people they are living in Germany. So they are being forced to get out from the Germany also. So Hindu people living in Germany, they are pushed away from the local government there. The Muslim population, somehow they entered in India and Pakistan. They are being pushed away from there also. They cannot go to their country because the political situation there, where they will. Means this is the pathetic condition of Afghanistan. If India do not take care, then who will take? Now you don't have to take care Afghanistan. What you get, you what you lose. So India, if it takes care of Afghanistan, then it lose some effort. That's it. No money is required. Nothing is required. Some effort is required. What is the effort? That you have to establish trade with Afghanistan. Okay, Taliban is not also that bad. They talked about a corridor with Afghanistan openly. When Taliban came, now new Taliban, Taliban Part 2, when it came, then it talked about the corridor between India and Afghanistan. Corridor means visa and passport is not required if anyone go for trade to Afghanistan from India. Openly they said, if anyone comes from India to Afghanistan for doing trade, then nothing is required. Since it's a corridor, you can move on. But home rule and democratic system in India, it hates other religion, even though they have from the same culture and origin. Okay, they talk. If you go to Taliban, I have seen in social media that lot of Talibani soldiers they talk in Hindi. Means to the media people they talk in Hindi. Means I don't know where from they have learned, but they talk in Hindi. So what Indian government require is to set up. They are anyway they are completely with India, 100% openly. Okay, only thing is India needs some effort to establish a corridor with Afghanistan. Physically, also India meets Afghanistan, okay, through the Badkhashan region in Afghanistan and Gilgit-Baltistan. Who is stopping you to take control of your own region? Gilgit-Baltistan on paper it is part of India. If you take your part in your control, then you are touching Afghanistan. So on paper, if you see the paper, then India touches Afghanistan through Gilgit-Baltistan and Skardu region. So then you can have trade with them like any other country, to neighbor country does. If you start trade with them, just think the benefits. Immense, right? Means the kind of the children or anyone living in India, if they are eating dry fruit, then the cost of the dry fruit will come 25 times low, 20%, whatever people are purchasing in India, those Afghan dry fruits. Okay, it will come in mouth of poor soul. So the what means what is better than eating anything means you enjoy, right? In other terms, the farmers of Afghanistan they would grow more if they start getting money. So probably I'm saying 20% it will come down. It may come down to 10%. It may come down to 5% also. Means that much low the dry fruits and those things will come to India. Dry fruits is a big thing in India as far as the body strength and as far as medical attentivity is required. So little effort and then you are becoming wealthy. Lot and people can come in trade. Employment would boost up. People start going there. The rise in population or population would decrease because you are finding so many people around you, right? So why you will grow in population? All benefits. Hindu population that were living in Afghanistan, everyone would come back to their own country, Sikh population. So those people who are indigenous to that place, all will come. People who are living in India without any document, they will go to their home because trade will start happening. They will start getting money in their home. Okay, Indian traders they will start earning. Indian farmers, okay, they would be the biggest earner because the food grain or cereals that is in high demand in Afghanistan, and in Central Asia, it will go through the Afghanistan. Everywhere, only prosperity. Everywhere, only prosperity. Okay, what is required is your different mindset, democratic and home rule. Please think about it.